It's a tool that first responders use to save lives, but an auditor found there could be a major health problem with the way a local fire department is using it. Good evening, I'm Sam Shane.
And I'm Christina Janes, but some are now saying it took Sacramento City Fire too long to make the change. CBS 13's Sharon Rajet is getting answers about the issue that sparked the change. Sharon?
Sam and Christina, the city auditor found out about this after a whistleblower complained, essentially accusing Sacramento City Fire of using some unsanitary tools. Well, after results of a lab test, we found out that their cleaning procedure just wasn't good enough.
This is where we keep all of the advanced airways.
These are the old laryngoscopes used by Sacramento City Fire.
You select the blade that you need, and it pops onto the handle, and when you open it, turn it on, there's the light. And that's what's inserted into the airway.
That metal blade is then inserted in the patient's mouth to help open up the airway if they're not breathing or are unresponsive. After each intubation, that metal blade is then washed and reused for the next patient.
In the past, our procedure was after an intubation, the blade and the handle of the laryngoscope would be cleaned with an antibacterial soap at the hospital, wiped off, and then put back in our bags for the next intubation.
Well, in a recent finding by the city auditor's office, one of the clean laryngoscopes was taken to a lab for testing, and the results found it wasn't properly sanitized.
The laryngoscope blade that was tested did have contamination on it from a previous patient.
A result that didn't sit well with some.
Very gross, horribly gross. Don't stick that in my mouth.
I would be grateful if they saved my life, but you know, if we have the technology or the resources to use disposable ones, then we should.
And as a result of the audit, they did. In the last 2 weeks, City Fire has changed to disposable laryngoscopes, so that metal blade will now be thrown out. Only the handle will be washed and reused. But why did it take so long to make such a big improvement?
As a government agency, we try and keep costs down as much as we can, like anything else. So my understanding is that it was a cost thing.
And still, they stress they can never meet the sterilization levels of a hospital. That's not their primary focus.
Our ability to very quickly get in, get the airway roll out, get the intubation equipment out, and get an airway in the person supersedes any fear that we have of any infection or disease that may come down the line.
Now, as for the cost, we're talking about $7 a blade. A yearly cost about $2,000. Meanwhile, I also checked with AMR. They've been using disposable blades since 2013, and Metro Fire will be using disposable blades pretty soon. Training starts next week.
Sharon Rajet live in Sacramento for us tonight. Sharon, thank you.